15 minutes plan for your repeat sentences. Plan and train the right skills to get the best out of it. You will speak with more clarity, flow, and reduced hesitations. PTE Repeat Sentence is a high weightage task which contributes not only in speaking but also in listening. Hello and welcome to Alfa Education. This is Fatima. Hope you all are doing well and hope your preparation is going on well. So today we are back again with a very important video which is about repeat sentences. So we are going to discuss a 15 minutes plan for your repeat sentences where you just practice 15 minutes a day for 4 weeks to ultimately improve your repeat sentences and get the perfect score. So without much delay, let's discuss this in further details. If you're feeling stuck in repeat sentences, then don't worry, you're not alone. This task is a tad bit difficult and unforgiving for most of you. All you need to do is plan and train the right skills to get the best out of it. In today's video, we are going to discuss small things that will be your daily routine to build your PT repeat sentence accuracy, and we will train your listening skills, memory, chunking, pronunciation, and stresses. So everything is going to be in mind while we are practicing. Towards the end, you will speak with more clarity, flow, and reduced hesitations. Alright? PT repeat sentence is a high weightage task which contributes not only in speaking but also in listening. And by the end of these exercises, with just 15 minutes a day, you will have a steady pace, more content, and more confidence. So without much delay, let's start with the first part, how PT repeat sentence scoring works and why 15 minutes a day is important. So it's really important that you understand these two things before we actually start how we practice. Now, PT repeat sentences check how well you hear, remember, and repeat the words that you heard. Alright, and the tasks will only be repeated once, so you will not be able to hear the sentence again. Now, your score is a blend of three things: content, fluency, and pronunciation. In content, how well you can grasp the meaning and most of the words is going to decide your score. In fluency, a steady pace with fewer pauses and false starts is going to make your fluency appear more better. And for pronunciation, just the clarity of your words and how easy you are to understand will make all the difference. Accent, like I always say, is not important. Now, my next thing is why 15 minutes a day is enough for PT repeat sentences. First and most important thing, focused and drilled beats keep your brain more sharper as it beats long and tiring sessions. Remember, short practice will always keep your brain fresh. Now, second thing is spaced repetitions. Okay, the spaced repetitions is extremely useful for memory training, and your brain remembers the stresses, the pauses. These daily training sessions is going to help your brain remember and recollect the stresses, the pauses, and the content easily. Last but not the least, low mental fatigue. That means not putting too much pressure on your brain means better quality. So you are practicing in quality, not in quantity. Coming to the next part, what are the core skills that we will train each day? Alright, the first one, chunking. Chunking of words means splitting the sentence into 3 to 4 chunks which you can easily remember. That's really important. We'll start with that. Second one is catching the key content words like nouns, verbs, numbers, and stuff like that. Third, if possible, stressing an intonation of the rising and falling of the original sentence. Last, fourth one, but not the least, smooth finishing. That means you deliver really well. You have a good start, link the words, and finish strong. So these 4 things are what we are going to practice on a daily basis until we get perfect with them. Now, what do you need when you start this practice? First thing, you need a timer. Okay, because like I said, it is a 15 minutes a day practice. So start with a timer. You can use your phone as a voice recorder, but if you think you're getting too distracted because of your phone, then use something else as a voice recorder. Headphones. Let me show you. I have something like this. Headphones. Then obviously a laptop where you can use Alfa PTE to listen and practice the repeat sentences. So these things, that's all you need. Now remember, PTE repeat sentence is extremely important, and if you think 15 minutes is not enough, let me tell you, 15 minutes is short enough to stick with consistently and long enough to train your brain for these core skills. So don't underestimate the power of these 15 minutes. Obviously, even in the exam, the examiner wants content, fluency and pronunciation. So 15 minutes is ample amount of time if you do it on a daily basis for 4 weeks to perfectly improve these things. In content, even the examiner don't want every single small word unless the meaning is intact. You should be fine with that. Fluency is steady pace with rather few hesitations and natural linking. So if you are able to cope up with that, that's fine. Pronunciation is just your ability to be clear enough to be understood. Okay, now let me give you an example. See, if the sentence is the library will extend hours during the exam period. Okay, if that's the sentence, the library will extend hours during the exam period, and instead of that you say the library will extend hours in the exam period. Instead of during, you will still get the full score. Or library will have extended hours in exam period, still the full score. Okay, so if you keep the content, words and the meaning intact, you should be fine with that. You don't have to worry about that. All right, now moving on to the next part. What do you do in these 15 minutes? Coming to the main idea, what do you do during these 15 minutes? First 2 minutes is just to warm up. How do you warm up? Now, this is specifically for people who are having difficulty in pronunciations. Try long vowels like a, e, o, like, you know, these warm-up sessions. You think they look silly, but trust me, they give you really good results with pronunciation. And also the crisp consonants like T, D, K, using words with these crisp consonants, it's going to improve with that. Just 2 minutes a day, these warm-up sessions are really going to be a game changer. Coming to the next part. So 2 minutes for warm-up, 10 minutes for your drill session. What is a drill sessions? You have to target your weekly goals. So for 10 minutes, back-to-back repeat sentences, keep your voice recorder on, see how well you're able to repeat it. Maybe use a laptop with on speaker, and then keep consistently repeating for 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes are over, your timer stops, you stop the practice, write the date and accuracy and a short note of, then obviously play back what you hear, what you have done, so just to get a bit of an idea. And then so all this, the rest is for the rest 3 minutes. So 2 minutes you warm up, 10 minutes you practice, the remaining 3 minutes is just to review what you have done, take a quick note and see where you need more practice, maybe write a date, and that's it. Your 15 minutes are gone. It's that simple. It's not at all difficult. Now let me tell you what happens week by week. Week 1, it builds your accuracy, your rhythm and your short clear sentences. So in week 1, if possible, practice only with short sentences. The goal is to capture as much content as possible with steady pace. So use the sentences. After each play and pause, confidently repeat the sentences, focus on content words, focus on the stressing. If you miss, don't worry. If you want, you can repeat again, because it's just week 1. You have just started it. All right. Then the drills is chunking drill. All right. Make sure you're chunking the words properly. And then tracking. You can count how many sentences you repeated really well means above 80% perfectly, and keep a mental note of it or make a note of it in a book. Also, while you are keeping an eye on these things, if there are certain words you always mishear or mispronounce, make a note of all that, because that is really going to reflect on your practice, and then you're going to review it and make sure that you do not repeat this mistake in your exam. Now comes week 2. Week 2 will be focusing on growing your memory with chunking and keyword capture. So we'll focus more on capturing more words and more keywords where we can retain the meaning of the sentence. Now here the goal is to handle the medium level sentences. Okay, So a little longer than the short level sentences. Again, the same thing, chunking, but you can do backward check also. Backward check is like recall the past phrase and then see if you are able to connect or link it properly. Then maybe if you are not able to remember all of it, get the first part as much as possible and then finish the sentence. So all this while maintaining the stressing and intonation if possible. All right. Again, make a note of the sentences where you could capture all the key words and where you could link it properly. Maybe more than 80% of the sentence was appropriate. So make a note of all that and see how many are there. Now comes week 3. Week 3, your focus should be on speed, clarity and accuracy, smooth delivery. Okay, so week 1, week 2, we are focusing on content, short content in the beginning, medium to long content towards the second week. Now it's time for you to deliver it really well. Now you're able to gather the content, great job. Now deliver the content. The goal is to maintain fluency across the sentence and not taking pauses and not being slow. While you're delivering, try to deliver a little faster or to match with the speed of the audio. Focus on linking the chunks properly to make sure it looks like a smooth delivery, and focus on mirroring. Like, mirroring is copying the rise and fall of the speaker of the original audio. If that's possible, work on that. Now here, along with tracking the content accuracy, track any pause which was longer than a second. And make sure you keep it in mind when you're practicing the next day to reduce that. Target is 90% fluency with clear start and clear finish. Now comes the last week, week 4. Now week 4, the goal is simulation and proper delivery, like fine delivery. Absolutely. Here the goal is to test the overall delivery and to finish if there are, or to polish any weak areas. Okay. Now here the drill will be exactly like your exam drill. So you will not be stopping, you will not be pausing, you will be repeating it exactly how you are going to do it during your exam. Perfect start, perfect finish, fine delivery, stressing, clarity, all that we had practiced for the last 3 weeks, you put it together in the 4th week for each and every drill session. Drill session is those 10 minutes that we discussed about. All right. Now, what do you track? In tracking, what you track is scoring each sentence for content, fluency and pronunciation. So you give yourself a score out of 2 and obviously reduce the score like if there is something. So score each item out of 2, content, fluency, pronunciation, and you give yourself the score. And then you check how much you are getting out of the total score and see where you are losing these marks and work on it. So this is what you are supposed to do for the 4 weeks and for the practice. Now the reason why I wanted to discuss this is because I have personally seen people gaining so much out of this, because chunking, these are all proven techniques to improve your score. Small changes bring really fast changes if they are done consistently. So use these techniques, avoid common traps, track what is important, and then work on the reviews and stuff like that. So shadowing helps, chunking helps, tracking helps, or linking helps. All of this is extremely important. All right, so if you keep a mental note of all this, it will definitely improve your score. Now, before I finish, I just quickly want to discuss the common mistakes and the quick fixes when it comes to repeat sentences. First and foremost, starting too late, like taking breaths like this when it's time for you to start. So that's extremely dangerous. Don't do that. Second mistake, monotone voice, like sounding like a robot. Okay. Third mistake, overfilling with extra words which are not needed. Third one is overfilling. The next one is losing big an important chunk of words that are necessary, that makes the meaning of the sentence. Next one, racing, like being too quick, where you lose the clarity. Last one is, if you're practicing, you're just practicing, but you're not reviewing. So it's extremely important that you practice and you check what you have practiced, and then you work on the weak areas. Now, what you're expected to do on the day of the test. On the day of the test, work on your warming up, like the vowels and everything that I've discussed. Second thing, like breathing techniques, it's really important to calm you down. Third thing, focus on listening in the exam. Start well, focus on chunking and linking and connecting, and then delivering. If you miss something, don't worry about it, move on to the next part. You should be fine. Protect your fluency and the meaning of the sentence. Last but not the least, trust yourself. You know you have done it. Keep confident and you should be able to get your desired score. So that's about today's quick video, guys. If you like our video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.